In this episode, we have a lot to discuss in terms of looks. These markets seem to have experienced no decline at all. The dip in prices to where they were a week ago may be confusing, so we'll discuss Ethereum. Given the scarcity of ETF supply, we'll monitor market conditions and hear from the XRP Ledger Foundation. David Schwartz Monica Long, together with Without Further Ado, we will jam everything the Nasdaq is trying to do into this video. Let's get started, everyone. Do you know what time it is tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, before I forget? We'll be on all 3 streaming platforms. Next week, we'll hit Twitch, and we'll get all 4 going at once. We start every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, because cameras are present, I have to remove the makeup from my hair. I got my beard cut and looked fantastic. These days, it was a sight for everyone to behold. Over the last 24 hours, it has increased by 4.06% to 57,441. Ethereum will 251. Both the USDT and USDC are up 1.59%, closing at their respective dollar pegs, while XRP is down. Yes, friend, things have changed since our last conversation. We are currently focusing on a distance of approximately 50 centimeters. Currently under examination is a 0.515, which has increased by 2.77% over the last 24 hours. The market cap for cryptocurrencies has risen past the psychological threshold of $2 trillion. Currently, it stands at $2 trillion. People, if you bought the dip and weren't afraid of profiting greatly, you were foolish. That's how simple it is. The process didn't take much time, but it yielded significant financial gains. Like how that operates, Solana is aware that Solana is tearing down and beating the Ether parrot. This realization has awakened Solana. The Ethereum pair has gained 31% over the previous 30 days. Solana is headed to Mars. Now's your chance to buy it, as I've advised. It was less than 120, I think. Hey, Whiskey, give that one some thought. Whiskey sets and boxes are available for purchase. There are 20 left, and shipping is free. Proceed to retrieve them. Act now before the cost escalates again. Handmade, artisanal, you get the idea. Everyone here adores everything about someone. Someone has bought one, more than 70 have already been sold, let's acquire the remaining 20. Once we've sold out, let's transition to a beautiful set of beer mugs. I've shown you this before, tell me what you think. We are at this location. In this market, every single item is a bear trap. This bear trap is quite cruel. Many people entered the cryptocurrency space without any prior knowledge, and upon witnessing this situation, they mistakenly believed it was over. This situation bears more resemblance to a collapse. Shakeout. I believe there has been extensive use of this word. Since I coined the term, we'll stick with it, but you know what's coming up next. Despite a few minor adjustments, nothing has changed. Come on, folks, we can't remain flawless for weeks. We must account for a buffer of approximately 2 weeks, as no one is perfect. We're going to witness a Bitcoin explosion. It's already moving and acting as though this decline never occurred. Bitcoins will be available in August. I released this. This morning, I received some shocking news. The U.S. is planning to launch a $50 billion Treasury repurchase program, which is brand new. What does this mean? Let me simplify things for you, debt man. By repurchasing longer-term securities and issuing new debt with varying maturities, the Treasury may be able to control its debt's maturity profile and possibly even extend the repayment schedule. The liquidity pool will also incorporate the schedules. This provision could potentially aid in providing the necessary liquidity to the markets. Treasury rates impact interest rates, which can rise or fall. When I opened my Treasury, I thought I was getting a fantastic deal. A little more than 5% can influence the federal budget and economic policy signals. Pay attention to global events, as they will all eventually relate to the cryptocurrency markets. Next, we have jump trading, which, according to blockchain data tracking services, allegedly moves 29 million Ether as Ether reaches 2.5. Jump trading centralizes exchanges by transferring substantial amounts of Ether to a previously used address for currency deposits. When I use the term Ether in this context, it reminds me a little bit of Ono Schwartz. Someone has asserted a connection between a wallet and the jump system. What do we have, Ethereum people? Trading moves 29 million to the wallet, which still has over 16,000. The Chicago-based business, which has previously used that address, asserts that transactions are currently underway. I've previously explained that sending coins to a centralized cryptocurrency exchange is a common practice for selling or liquidating current market holdings. I will reiterate my previous explanation. The shift of large amounts of cryptocurrency to an exchange is a poor indication that the institutions holding the currency aren't genuinely relocating, but rather doing so to dump it. The institutions are initiating a trade and requesting its execution. Hold my $800 million, please. No, they keep their own cryptocurrency in custody. They manage their own funds, just as you should. They're heading towards a trade. Given their current position, are they planning to exit the markets or Ethereum altogether? We understand the need to decide between purchasing Solana or Bitcoin. Do you perceive any issues with the recent net inflow of $150 million into the Ethereum ETF, established in 2012 with 160 million shares? In this case, demand outpaces supply. The increase in asset prices results from supply not meeting demand. It's as simple as saying, Ether is heading to 10K, kid. This was released by Crypto, who discussed Ether. Bitcoin. This is quite evident, and I believe it to be a sign of things to come. Bitcoin may be on the verge of rebounding above its current local swing. How is this being implemented? It's straightforward to push up Bitcoin, and it will rise significantly as well. Here you go, tops. Ethereum, the move is visible up to roughly the $5,000,4,000 level. Bitcoin is visible at the bottom. The 53 sweepstakes, although I prefer to refer to that green box as the buy zone because I am an institution manipulating the market, Bitcoin is about to begin its next move upward. Your promotion will come sooner than you anticipated. That's what will lead us there. Once the $74,000 barrier breaks, we will reach the $90,000 area. That's not the top folks at NASDAQ. They're looking to get SEC approval to start offering BlackRock spot Ethereum ETFs, so this is what you're going to see. Good night, goodbye, lock it in, and off she goes to the race. After enjoying Ethereum, everyone will move on to Solana, likely the next ETF. At that point, we get this as the INFFF announcement, which states that as we progress further towards achieving our objectives, we've realized that being dependent on technology is frequently constraining. So there may be an entirely external answer. What do you expect from a company? Although we continue to welcome any opportunities to support our purpose as the NFT, formerly known as the XRP Ledger Foundation, there are a few items to take into account as a result of this shift. There is no denying that the native assets name connects the XRP and XRP ledgers. This suggests that the community has always had higher expectations for the foundation than it could fulfill. This is an opportunity for a variety of stakeholders to work together to maintain the items that the Foundation is currently in charge of, primarily training MoXORP. These stakeholders include the primary maintainers of the Ledger Ripple Network participants, the validators, the node operators, community-driven organizations, and even the community itself. We take immense pride in maintaining our role as custodians at the UNL, and we pledge to persist in this role for as long as it becomes essential. Although Monica has previously discussed this in greater detail, the XRP Ledger Foundation's discussions mandate an organized and impartial approach, which might require some time. Ledger Labs XRP, every typical Ripple entails a fresh, autonomous XRP. We are referring to the Ledger Foundation. Joel Cat also chimed in, saying that we at Ripple have been involved in the discussions to determine the best course of action for a foundation to serve the interests of the XRP ledger and community, which includes the developers, builders, users, projects, and exchanges at the university that validate infrastructure providers so much. We have garnered more support for the next steps, and we will promptly unveil the details. Hello there, this seems quite good. With a frighteningly optimistic outlook, all we need to do is relax. Now take a seat back, unwind, and let's see what transpires. I'm pleased to hear that Ripple is not giving up on XRP or the XRP ledger.